Hello and welcome. For this reading, we're going to bring through messages about the next phase of your spiritual journey. For today's reading, I was asked to fire gaze and get the bulk of the messages, and then only if I feel guided will I pull some cards. I do have decks sitting here, but this is going to be more of a channeled reading, and we have my little assistant here, Athena. Her brother's sleeping in the other room, so we'll see if he makes an appearance too. But she's been very interested in what I'm doing over here, so hopefully she's not too much of a distraction. But okay, so for pile one, or group one, we have the Unakite. Pile two, we have the Tiger's Eye. It's a raw tiger's eye. For pile three, we have Moonstone. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on the piles, and I will see you there. If you chose Unakite, this is your pile. We're going to get some fire gazing messages here, so I'm going to move the candle down, and I'm going to do some fire gazing and read your messages through the fire. So, as I said in the intro, but if you skipped it, I'll go ahead and tell you, this is going to be primarily channeled messages brought through via fire gazing. But if I feel guided, I do have decks sitting here as well. So let's see now that she moved, if I can get your crystal in the shot as well. Okay, there we go. All right, pile one, what's next on their spiritual journey? I'm seeing the chakra system. I'm specifically seeing the chakras each as their own powerful center. It's coming through like Kundalini energy because I'm seeing all of them, all of the chakras that are represented by each color. I'm seeing them melting together and kind of like swirling up all the way up to the soul star and all the way back down. It's kind of looking like smoke now. Interesting. For this group, you do have the Unakite here as well, but I'm getting a strong message here about, hold on, just moving some things. I'm getting a strong message here about you're coming into alignment as far as your chakras go, to the point where it's like they almost lose their separateness because they're all working together. This is really beautiful, actually. It's a strong message here of coming fully into alignment with your own energy, with your own chakra system. And I'm also seeing that in itself creating a pathway for your Kundalini energy to rise. If you're not familiar with what a Kundalini awakening or a Kundalini activation is, I would do your own research on that, because I'm getting for this pile, if that's not something that you're familiar with, it could come through kind of shockingly. I know when I've had Kundalini activations, they've come through when I'm trying to go to sleep at night, and it's a lot of physical sensations through your body. And if you don't know what it is and you're not aware of what's going on, it can catch you off guard. So just be mindful of that. What else is coming through? I'm seeing clear quartz. I'm seeing clear quartz specifically being placed on the crown. Some of you need to do this. This is going to open the pathway for what I was just talking about, as far as the Kundalini energy rising and the chakra system coming fully into alignment. Okay. I'm seeing a doorway opening. You don't see this coming. There's a door opening for you. And remember, we're talking about our spiritual path. So when I talk about a doorway opening, I'm not meaning like a new job offer or an opportunity or a new part of your physical path. I'm talking specifically about a spiritual gateway. They're showing me it's a purple door, and it's covered in velvet, and the handle, it's like you can turn it so easily, and when you open the door, it's filled with light, and there's clouds kind of like pouring out of this door, but they're the clouds that we see you know, when it's really sunny and they're very bright light, like if you look at them for too long, it's blinding to your eyes. I'm seeing it like that. Yeah, I feel like this pile isn't seeing this coming. It's a next level of your spiritual journey. So even if you feel like you're already very progressed on your path and you've had a lot of Kundalini activations and awakenings, this is the next layer to that, and it's powerful. They really want you to focus on grounding and being in your body. And one moment, I have my little helper here is creating a little distraction. I'm just gonna try to hold her. I lost the channel for a second, guys, sorry. Just trying to get back to what they were saying. Even if you've already gone through these levels, layers, and Kundalini activations and awakenings, this is another layer. They want you to take care of your body with regard to this, because your body plays a key role in how you integrate the energy and how it's assimilated for you. So this pile, through this next level and phase of their journey, their spiritual path, needs to start paying extra attention to their body and how you're feeling. Not your emotions, how your body is feeling. I would get a journal and start writing things down. Start paying attention to how much sleep you need at night, how much food your body needs or doesn't need, what foods feel good in your body. But I would start a journal for this because they want you to have it to reference. There's something about this door opening that I'm seeing for this group, that once that opens and you're integrating that much light, your physical body needs to be attuned in a way that you're so in tune with your physical body that you know what it needs, and you can tune into that. Because if you're not feeding your body the right foods, you're not getting enough sunlight, you're not paying attention to that, there's something here about it possibly not being able to integrate this energy. Or they're correcting me. You'll still be integrating this energy, but it's going to be more uncomfortable for you if you're not paying attention to your body. Okay, what else? I'm seeing if you're someone who doesn't like to eat a lot of vegetables or fruit, to make it into a smoothie or make it into a juice, and just the best you can gag it down, because they're showing me someone who doesn't want to eat much of that and has a hard time with it. But your body needs the fruit, the vegetables that are grown in the light, in the soil, that it, you know, absorbs the light. It's going to help you with this integration. Okay. Trying to feel if there's anything else coming through the fire for you. Yeah, I think that's it for this group. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm holding my little assistant here, but I'm gonna try to put her down and pull you guys a couple cards to close out. Okay, for pile one, any closing messages for them? Ooh, that one flew out. You have fragility. Interesting. Let's get the candle back for the card part. So, yeah, you have fragility. Again, it's bringing me back to the message that came through about the physical vessel, right? We really need to take care of our bodies. Our bodies are how we get, you know, to experience our spiritual path on this earth. And they're so fragile sometimes, right? They really need that extra love and nurturing from us. And it's easy to forget to do that sometimes. And so, yeah, they're just asking for us to treat our body as if it's fragile. Think about the future for ourselves as well. And, you know, how like, think ahead. Like, if we're going to eat something and we know we don't feel good when we eat it, for me, it's sugar. I love sugar, right? And so I know if I eat it, I'm not going to feel good later. And so it's like, taking that extra step of knowing, like, if I use this or I eat this, I'm not going to feel good later, and really taking that into account. Because there's so many beautiful activations and frequencies that are trying to reach you at this time. And if we're clogging up the vessel with things that aren't good for us, then that's not serving our path. So I'm going to leave it there. Take care, Pile 1. If you resonated with this message, please do leave a comment and let me know. And if you're interested in a personal reading, you can book straight through my website. And don't forget to like this video if you made it this far. Take care. Hi, Pile 2. If you chose the Tiger's Eye, these are your messages. Let's see what the next phase of your spiritual path is. I have a furry little assistant who is being a little disruptive, so I might have to hold her while I do her reading, but we'll see how she does. So, okay. For this pile, for some reason, I feel like I want to hold your crystal. I didn't do that with Pile 1. There's something here about the Tiger's Eye. You might need to get Tiger's Eye. And I'm getting, like, if you do get it, to hold it really tight in your left hand. When you're meditating, there's something here. It's like the energy wants to, whatever hand's receptive for you. For me, it's my left. There's something here about that energy wanting to, like, be received, and holding it tight in your receptive hand is going to assist you. This next leg of your journey, of your spiritual path here, requires patience, and it requires courage. That's why they're suggesting the Tiger's Eye. That's probably also why you were drawn to the Tiger's Eye. It assists with courage, with taking the next step, is what they're showing me. So there are steps on your path ahead that you're going to need to take. And it's going to require patience and courage. But it feels very grounded. It's interesting. For Pile 1, there was this influx of activations and things that could be ungrounding. But this next phase of your path for Pile 2 feels very grounding. It feels very assertive. It feels like you're taking your power back in some form. You're walking this path forward with confidence and with courage, and you're getting your messages from your spirit team really easily. I'm seeing this pile really being able to channel those messages very clearly, very easily in this next phase of your path. Interesting. You might also find on this next phase of your path that you're able to do energy work very easily, perhaps without even any training. You're just spontaneously channeling energy into what needs it. I'm seeing someone reikiing their water. I'm seeing someone working with candles, similar to what I'm doing now, but different. It's almost like using them for manifestation. This could be candle magic. I'm seeing like different colors of candles and working with those. Doing your research on manifesting with fire. It's interesting because the Tiger's Eye is also connected to the element of fire. And I'm getting that with this pile, like you're very connected with fire. That's your element to work with. Regardless of like what astrological energy you have, I'm seeing there's something within your spirit, within your soul that's very connected to fire. Interesting. I'm seeing trees as well. You're very connected to trees. I would spend some more time with trees if you're able to. Go outside, hug a tree, find a tree that feels like a companion to you and sit by it. Have a conversation with it. Bring it offerings. It's really interesting. I have an ancestor coming through. They look very similar to a card that I don't have the deck with me to pull it out, but I might pause this reading and go get it just to show you what I'm seeing. But they're carrying a hunting spear. They're covered in black feathers. They have like not a headdress, but like a upper torso is covered in black feather dressings. And they have black, like, war paint on their face. This could be indigenous. Interesting. I feel like I do want to get you that deck just to show you what I'm talking about. One moment. Okay, I found the card. So it's the Warrior card, which is so interesting, right? Because we were talking about courage. So you have an ancestor, those of you in this pile, who's really encouraging this beautiful, be fearless, stand strong, be a warrior. You have warriors in your bloodline, right? Like, you carry that with you. I'm going to move the candle back just for a moment. And there's a message coming from this ancestor about walking this path fearlessly. And that's the next phase of your journey that this pile is stepping into. It's about walking this path fearlessly. Moving forward even when you don't know where you're going. So interesting. I just looked over, and on the bottom of this deck next to me, it also says courage here. And they're also holding a spear. Oh my gosh. A spear. Okay, so we'll just keep this card as well, because that feels like it wants to be here as well. But let me see if anything else is coming through. I feel like that's the next phase of your journey, is just walking without fear, coming into your abilities without fear, being yourself, being courageous, it takes courage, they're saying, to be who you truly are at your core and be authentic on this planet, because on this planet, they want us all to be the same. Oh, that just went through me really heavy in my chest. They want all of us to be the same. They don't, we're not applauded on this planet for our differences. And there's a message here about celebrating your differences, celebrating what makes you unique, and celebrating the parts of you that are authentic and that carry different energies than the other people here, because you're here for a reason, and it's to be yourself. And I feel like they want to leave it there, actually. So, very interesting reading for you, pile 2. I never know what's going to come through with these candle readings. So, yeah, let me know how it resonated, please. And if you feel guided to leave a comment, please do. I do offer personal readings if you're interested. My website's in the description box. You can book straight through there. And please don't forget to like this video if you made it this far. Take care. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the Moonstone, these are your messages. Let's see what comes through. I don't know why, as soon as I picked up this Moonstone, I got really excited. So there's something here about excitement, maybe something exciting. There's something really exciting about your next phase of your path, spiritually speaking. But I'm getting this very beautiful energy of fall and all the fun things that come with fall, the harvest, the different fruits and pumpkins and different flavors and things that come with fall. It's like being really excited for the next phase of your journey. I'm seeing that as of right now, it's summer, as I'm recording this, though this is timeless. And they're showing it to me like the changing of seasons. That's what this next phase of your path is going to feel like. It's going to feel like you're just changing seasons. Which is a really beautiful thing, right? Especially when we transition from winter into spring. Like, that's my favorite seasonal transition, because in winter there's not a lot going on. Everything kind of, all the plants die and everything looks pretty bleak. It's cold. And then spring comes along, the sun comes back out, the light starts staying out longer. And so it's going to feel like a very refreshing change of season for you in this next phase. Okay. Yeah, there's this, okay, that's not what I was going to say, but I'm getting strongly Selene, the moon goddess. She just came through really strongly for this group. I don't know if you work with her, if you're interested in working with her, but I would definitely look into her energy, into her assistance, especially if you're someone trying to tune into your intuition and activate, your psychic abilities and your past life gifts and abilities. Coming through, it's like she's watching over your path. It's really beautiful, actually. She's showing me water. So for a different group, I was getting fire. For this group, I'm getting water. Water is an element for you to work with, especially when you're working on your spiritual path. She's showing me someone keeping a glass of water beside the bed with some crystals in it. So of course, do your research, make sure your crystals can go in water. But she's showing me someone putting crystals in water and then putting it beside their bed, and that assists her with being able to communicate and bring through messages through your dreams, through the subtle realms while you're sleeping, to bring in energy activations and clearings that you need at this time as well. It's really beautiful. So this very, when she came in, I got this very tingly, very comforting, very nurturing energy from her. So if this resonates with you and you've been working with her and you're wondering if she hears you, she does. She wants you to work with her more intently, like to bring your intention into your practice. Okay. She's showing me the moon card on tarot as well, and how there's a lot of mystery with that card, right? Because the sun card, everything's illuminated, everything's out in the daylight, you can see everything, but at nighttime, things are a little bit more mysterious. And she's showing me that linked to the intuition as well, right? Like, with our senses that we use as a human, like sight, taste, touch, smell, those are very obvious, they're very tangible. But with the sixth sense, or like the psychic senses, they're more subtle. And so she's saying to take note of that, because it's not everyone has these psychic abilities that come online and are very in your face obvious. A lot of us start out with very subtle psychic information, downloads, dreams, and then that builds as our confidence in our own intuitive abilities grows. So I'm getting here that she doesn't want this group to lose hope if your psychic senses feel very subtle, or if you're only having psychic dreams once in a while or something like that, because she is working with you. She is working with you to expand your consciousness, and she wants you to just pay attention, write things down. When you get a download, she wants you to write it down and take note of it right away, so that she can ensure that she's you're getting the messages and you're not going to forget them. Because when our psychic abilities are starting to develop, things feel very subtle, right? If we're not writing things down, it's really easy to forget, but it's nice to have them to reflect on later and see how far your developments come. So for the next phase of your spiritual journey, it's working more intently with your own intuition, your own abilities, and developing those and refining them. I just noticed how still the candle got when I started saying that. That was so interesting. Like the flames just got really still. Okay, for this group, I do want to pull a couple cards. I didn't do that for every group, but I'm getting strongly that she wants me to pull. I do feel like this reading for this group is very guided by the moon goddess. Now, there are different moon goddesses. She's showing me that she's known by many names. So I said Celine, but someone else could view her as Diana. Interesting, but she's saying that she comes through by many names. So don't be discouraged if I said Celine, but you use a different name for her. Okay. Closing messages for this pile, please. Okay, that one flew out. We have the hunt. Interesting, because it is a man on this card, but I'm seeing Artemis or Diana. Diana, the moon goddess, has a bow and arrow as well, right? And we have confidence. There's a message here about hunting down your dreams. She wants you to be actively seeking out your dreams. Now, rather if this is through manifestation, through your Okay, now she's showing me like your actual dreams you have at night. So if you're dreaming about like future timelines and you want to anchor those, she's saying to put your focus on that, find a way to bring them into your reality. But there's something here about hunting down your dreams, and having the confidence as well to do that. There's something here about building your confidence again that's coming through, surrounding your own abilities and your own path and feeling secure in that. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and close it here. It feels complete to me, but thank you to the Moon Goddess for coming through. I appreciate you. And yeah, if you're interested in booking a personal reading and going deeper, my website's in the description box. You can book straight through there. If you feel guided, please leave a comment. And if you made it this far, please don't forget to like the reading. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Take care.